everyone, it's me, the Otaku Thinger here, and I today want to talk about Jojo Stone Ocean. So, I want to talk about part 6 of Jojo's. I binged it all last night. I'm going to release this video on Saturday, because I can't release it up today on Friday, the day that Anyway, it doesn't matter. I was wrong about the binging method that Netflix has forced upon us. Do I still miss JoJo Fridays? Yes, I still miss JoJo Fridays, but at the same time, I thoroughly enjoyed my experience of watching this back to back to back to back because it was just the ride was really fun. Now, there were sometimes I was like, man, I kind of wish I had to wait a week to find out what happens next with this, stand battle and everything, but then you get to see the end of it and you're like, oh, that's so cool, man. There's these ups and downs when it comes to being able to binge this, and then also missing JoJo Fridays, weekly JoJo. I'm happy, and at the same time I'm kind of mad. It's a weird mixed bags of emotions when it comes to how I watched 12 episodes of JoJo in one go. Anyway, let's get into the actual meat, everything about this. Oh, it's so good. I love part 6 so much. Now, I will say this straight up. I sort of know how it ends. I don't know the full context, okay, of how it ends. But I know the big major spoiler. I just don't know how we get there, how it happens, etc. I just know it happens. So nobody spoil me how it happens and how we get to that point. I could theorize how we get to that point at this point, but not gonna talk about that. Jolene. I love Jolene. I experienced Jolene the first time ever back with the PS3 game. I don't remember which one it was because there's 2 of them, and I played the one that had her in it and that didn't have spoilers. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I loved playing as her. She was so fun, but also I was so interested in her as a character because I didn't know anything about her, but I loved playing her. I thought she was so cool, and she's still so cool. My lesbian side is like, I love this woman so much. I want to cosplay Jolene so freaking bad now. Like, I've wanted to cosplay her in the past, but now the urge to cosplay her is like so strong. 2022 cosplay plans. Jolene is amazing, okay, as a protagonist. She's like her father, but also not like her father, which is really nice to have this, like, there's points where you're like, oh, that kind of reminds me of younger Jotaro, and then there's points where, like, she feels, I don't know if I want to say she feels slightly smarter than Jotaro, but I don't know what that is about, but I'm like, why do you feel slightly smarter than young Jotaro was? But she's still got that little bit of a temper in her, and I really like that. Jolene, 10 out of 10, amazing protagonist. I almost want to say she's better than Joseph, but then I think about how Joseph is, so, like, it's probably Joseph, Jolene, Giorno for me, and then I don't know, I can't go down the list. The whole premise of Stone Ocean is really interesting because she was set up so hard. She got fucked over so hard by that lawyer. I was like, holy shit. Also, yes, there will be spoilers throughout this video. I was like, what the fuck? You can't do it. That sucks. Oh. In reality, I guess she was fucked over by Zhongli, whatever the fuck his name is. I want to say Zhongli, like from Genshin, but like that's 2 different characters. But their names are pronounced basically the same way. It's fucking weird. I gotta say though, the whole, like, the way Stone Ocean flows, it feels so bingeable. It's also, David Production has really benefited for all the shitload of money that Netflix gave them to do this, like to have exclusive streaming rights, because the animation is so good. Part 5 was good when it wanted to be, and then it had its episodes for like, what am I looking at? Now, Stone Ocean does have that sometimes, and there are, like, I did tell they still did cut some corners because the background characters for the prison, they're all just like these silhouettes of like gray, white, whatever, and I'm like, well, there was actually a lot of added CGI towards the very end of the arc that we were like in, what's his face, so it wasn't like everywhere, but you could tell when they immediately just like, oh, CGI that scene real quick. They've benefited from all the money they've got, but there's still a little bit that I'm like, well, I guess that's okay. Anyway, I don't want to talk. The animation, it is really fucking good. And we got our 3D openings back, so yay, 3D openings, let's go. Also, the sound effects were pretty good for the current opening. Also, the ending song was actually very surprising. I didn't expect that kind of song, but hey, also we got our first female opening singers and ED singers, which is amazing. Like, this JoJo's for lesbians only. No, I'm kidding, but gonna get me canceled on Twitter for that, but I'm in love with all the characters too. I like Hermes, I like Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters actually surprised me because I thought that was legitimately her name, and then when the spoiler happened, I didn't expect that. I was like, wait, is she, huh? Like, that was shocking. I was like, what the Oh, wait. Oh, okay, that's very interesting that happened. I mean, I guess I can say the spoiler because I've already said a shit ton of spoilers now, but it doesn't matter. Emis is great. How do you say her name? I don't know. And the villains have been pretty solid so far. And Weather Report, my boy. I love Weather Report. I love this dude. He's so cool. His stand is so cool. Also the piss scene. Oh, that shit was hilarious. That shit was so funny. Oh, Jesus. But I'm very curious about the pink hair dude. I don't think they said his name, but I think I know what his name is anyway. Ansui, I think is how you say his name. I could be fucking wrong. Man, I'm very curious about him. Like, cause he said fucking nothing. Like, he was there for like 5 seconds, and then he left. I'm like, okay, bye. Oh, Emporio. Emporio's interesting. It was, the priest dude. Episode 12, like the post-credit scene of episode 12, I was not expecting that. I can't believe he's gonna try to do what he's gonna do, which I think is how we get to what happens at the end. Is something, I have these theories that I'm gonna throw at you. Spoilers if you haven't, but you know, whatever. Priest dude, I can't remember his name for the life of me for some fucking reason. He wants to bring back Dio. In bringing back Dio, he's probably that's how the whole world's going to get rewritten or whatever the fuck happens. I have all these theories, like, what the fuck? Also, when Jotaro, like, I was like, Jojo's like one of my least favorite like Jojo protagonists, and I know that's a hot take because a lot of people are like, oh, he's my favorite Jojo, but I felt so bad because like I still like him as a character, he's just not my favorite Jojo. Oh my gosh, when he said that to Jolene, my heart broke. I was like, you can't do this to me. No! Oh, I was like, you can't do that to me, man. That's not okay. Part 6, the music has been... The part when Weather Report started fighting the dude, that music that kicked in when he, like, went down the hallway and Jolie was, like, floating in the air. That shit was so sick. Bro, I'm a Weather Report girl so far. I don't know how I feel about Ansui yet because he hasn't had much screen time, but I like Weather Report. Do I ship Weather Report and Jolene a little bit? Maybe. But I don't think they're endgame. I don't think those two are endgame. They might just be friends. I'm so excited for the rest of this JoJo part. Also, the bird was so cool when it came in. I was like, that's the Speedwagon Foundation. What are you doing? You're amazing. I just want the next part now. Like, oh, just give it to me. The characters are amazing. The story's been amazing. And since I know the spoiler, I don't feel like I'm going to be mad about how this ends because I know what's going to happen. I just don't know the journey to get there. And now that I know some of it, I think I know how we're going to get there, but I could be completely wrong. Nobody tell me in the comments. I don't really know. But what did you guys think of being able to binge 12 episodes of JoJo Part 6? Did you think it was cool? Did you think it was good? Did you hate having to do it? Or did you just simply say, hey, I'm going to watch one episode a week? Because there's probably some people out there doing it. Who the fuck knows? JoJo Part 6. God, it's so good. I don't know if I can say this is one of my favorite parts yet, but it's really ranking up there. It's really freaking good. And I don't know if that's just because we get more girl stan users, which is really, really nice, by the way. Really, really love that. Because girl power, am I right? Oh, I'm so excited to know what happens next, but I don't even know the next part comes out, which is like, But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment down below what you think about part 6, all that stuff, and blah, blah, blah. I have a Twitch, links in the description. I stream. I won't be streaming this weekend, but that's fine, because I'm at the con right now. I'm telling you. JoJo Part 6, follow me on Twitter, all that shit, you know, bang, bada, boop, bop, all that. So, see you in the next one, alright? Bye!
What the heck is a cocoa code?